So I guess it's time to talk about YouTube and their policies again. A number of my videos, a few years ago, a number of my videos were demonetized as they were unsuitable for advertising, and I disputed them all and got them all remonetized again. I hadn't been checking for a while, and I just happened to go in there about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, and I found that there was a handful of videos that were not suitable for advertising. One of them was a demonstration of a Kodak 1080 little pocket camera. Actually, I think it's one of these. I don't know if I've still got the thing here. Yeah, I've got it sitting here. One of these little Kodak pocket cameras here. I was using this as a dash camera at the time, and I'd just done a little demo of the quality of it. And for whatever reason, this little camera, the video I created on it was not suitable for advertising. Also, 2 videos that I did on CFL light bulb repairs. I'll put links to these here so you guys can see them. But 2 of them for light bulb CFL inverters repairs were not suitable for advertising. And I'll show you the number of views. This one didn't have many views, but the CFL bulb repair video had lots of views. And they had determined that it had like 200,000 views. It was not suitable for advertising. And I did a manual, I did an appeal, and it took months. It took months. Like they say, we'll respond to it within 7 days. Well, I put the appeal in back in, I think, July, and it's now November. And they finally have released them. This is the first one that they've now determined is suitable for all advertising. And then here's the second one. The CFL bulb repair is suitable for all advertising. If we look at this video, I think if I click on here, it'll bring the video up. Yeah, this is the one here. So this is the one where So this video's had 21,000 views. So 21,000 views. If we look at the revenue that video has generated, and if I click on analytics, now it hasn't made any money in a while because it's made nothing recently. But if I look at because it's been demonetized, but if I look at the lifetime for this video, well, just to give you an idea, this video made $18, which is not a heck of a lot of money. Okay, that's not a lot, but we'll look at the other one so you can just see what we're talking in terms of the actual money. So let me go back to that email. So here's the second one, the dead CFL bulb, and we'll click on this one, and we'll see that this video has had 204,000 views, as you can see on this one. So this one here would have generated a fair bit of revenue. The amount of revenue this one has generated, just to give you guys a perspective, it's made 4 cents. It's made 4 cents since they have reinstated. Since they've reinstated it, and since I made it public again, because when they sent me the notification that my video had no ads running on it, the only way you can get these things resolved is you basically have to make them
an unlisted video.
Other than that, otherwise they won't look at it. If you file an appeal on a video and you leave it public, they will never look at it. It'll sit there for years and they will never look at it. So you basically have to go in and you have to make your video as a private video.
Or an unlisted.
So I've made 4 cents since I put this video back public again a few days ago. If I go back here, if I click on the lifetime on this particular video, you'll see that this video here has earned $233 in revenue for this one. And the amount that you earn on videos is dependent on how long the video is and how many minutes it's been viewed, right? It's not just the time, or not just the number of views. If you've got a longer video, if you've got a video that's half an hour long, it's going and people watch it for the full 30 minutes, you're going to earn a lot more money than if the video is only 10 minutes long. And it all depends on what the average view time. This one here, the view time is actually quite low. The average person's only viewing this video for 3 minutes and 38 seconds. So there's not but it makes a lot of revenue. This particular light bulb was one of those $1 light bulbs that came out of the package and it was dead. Right. This was the one that when I first opened it up, It was completely dead, and it was a bad solder connection in the inverter right out of the package. So, and I mean, I've had a number of these things that have been just like that. They've been dead. Now, this video was published a few years ago. When did I put this up? 2015. So, I just cracked this thing open and we found a bad connection in here, but that was unsuitable for advertising. For whatever reason, it was unsuitable, and they've now finally reinstated my advertising on this video, which I'm happy about. That's fine. If we go back to, here's another one though that I just got. Where the heck is it? Gotta find it. I just got this notification today, and this video is not suitable for advertising. Just gotta find it here. Where's here? Limited or no ads. Here we go. High 12 volt vids. After manually reviewing your video, we've confirmed that it isn't suitable for advertisers. As a result, we'll continue to run limited or no ads. And your video remains playable and is still eligible to earn subscription revenue from YouTube Red. And you can find more information on our advertiser-friendly guidelines in our help center. And the video in question is the Kaya infrared see-through filter demonstration. Here's the two that are left. One of them is the Kaya or Kaya infrared see-through, and of course the other one, of course that one's ineligible. The first time I ripped them a new one about taking off over 100 videos. Now, of course, I'm criticizing YouTube on this one that I titled ineligible to monetize, and well, that one is also ineligible to monetize. You see, but I've requested a review on it, and they have not responded yet. I requested that review months ago. At the same time I requested the review on this one, it was like 3 months ago, and it says not suitable for most advertisers, confirmed by manual review. What is this video, you wonder? Okay, a number of years ago, there was a filter that was put out by a company called Kaya Special Optics, and it was an infrared pass filter that you could attach to your video camera, and it was used to show the infrared spectrum. And here it says infrared pass filter, 950 nanometers filter. And of course, legitimate uses, as I've got in my description of this, is for verifying banknotes and verifying checks and other documents that have infrared watermarks. That is what these filters are designed for forensic analysis of documents. And I did a little video demonstration of how this works, and I think I did some demonstrations outside too, if I remember. It's been a long time since I've seen this video, but anyway, I did a demonstration of this thing. They'll probably shut me down on this one too, but there's the filter, and I just took a camera like this, and you see, if you put the filter over the camera, you see nothing, because it only passes the infrared spectrum, and it does not pass the visible spectrum. And of course, in your conventional video camera, there is a infrared cut filter to cut the infrared. Otherwise, your colors won't look normal. So what the infrared pass filter does, just taking off a filter off the front of my camera, I think there, I had a clear filter on there. What the infrared, I'm just showing you, you don't see anything, or very, very little. There's very, very little that will actually show through on a regular camera. But see, I even explained there's a little bit of light that makes it through, but 99% of it is blocked. Okay, but if you take the camera and you put it into what they call night shot mode, which is what this camera is in now you can see what the night shot mode does is it actually removes the infrared cut filter. Now you can see in the infrared spectrum. And now all we are seeing is infrared. That's why the trees look like the way they do, and everything's in black and white, right? And I was just explaining how you could put the filter, you could put the switch halfway between. Now Sony, of course, disabled this on their newer cameras, but the older cameras you could put the infrared, or you could put the night shot switch about halfway between on and off, just to the point where it removed the infrared cut filter, but didn't open up the iris and blow everything out, because that's what they ended up doing was, and then they ended up changing the focal length to prevent people from using these filters. So of course, if you try to show it on a camera, a newer camera, if you turn the newer camera into night shot in the daytime, everything gets blown out, so the filter won't work. But because on the newer cameras they modified the auto exposure so that when you turn the camera into night shot mode, it opened the iris wide open, so that if you were outside in the daytime, you would get no picture. And of course, on a camera, this is a shot here. This is the same camera. If I turn the night shot on this camera without disabling the auto exposure control, which again is putting the switch halfway in between, without disabling the auto exposure, that's what a color camera would look like if you just remove the infrared cut filter without overexposing, without putting on the infrared pass filter. So everything would go red. So that's why your camera has an infrared cut filter built in, because that's otherwise your color picture would look like that, and all your colors will be off, because infrared light is also being detected by the CCD or CMOS sensor. So all cameras have an infrared cut filter. So anyway, these filters here, if we take it inside the shop, I was then doing a demonstration on older currency. They had special markers in the money, Canadian money anyway. I don't know about other countries, but the old Canadian paper currency, they had features that would show up only under infrared light, or I should say features that would not show up under infrared light. Like, for example, the back side of this bill, the only thing that is going to show up with the filter is the actual one serial number, and the rest of the bill will be completely clear, as I showed. So I turn on the filter. Where are we here? Turn on the filter. This would say demonstration. If we look at the bill, the coat of arms was missing. Only one serial number showed up, right? That's what the video was demonstrating. It was just demonstrating how, and the back side of the bill here, the entire back side of the bill is blank. The only thing that shows up is one serial number. That is what this video is demonstrating, is what these filters are used for forensics. And I fail to understand how showing off a piece of equipment used for forensic analysis, there's the back side of an older $20 bill, right? The front side shows through, but the back side doesn't. So I fail to understand how, after manual review, this video is not suitable for advertising. To have YouTube demonetize a video that is educational, just showing off what some of these tools are that are available to forensic people. See, I'm going to try it on the new bills. These are some of the new bills. I don't think the new bills did anything. Maybe they did. Oh yes, they did. The new bills. Here we go. Here's our new paper, our new plastic currency. You only see half of the Prime Minister. The other half is clear. You see, these are used, and this is how bank machines detect currency. If you're putting currency into the bank machine, they photograph the bill, and if it's a copied bill, that whole entire face would show. And that was the whole basis of this video. See, I'm illuminating this with an incandescent bulb, and because it won't work under, and there's the backside of the more modern currency. Again, only one of the two serial numbers. And that's what I'm showing off there. So one of the two serial numbers is not showing. You have to illuminate with an incandescent bulb because you need the infrared. You need the infrared spectrum, but LED won't cut it, and a fluorescent won't cut it. But under an incandescent bulb, we got lots of infrared light there. The filter will pass it. I'm showing you how to detect counterfeit currency, and that's what these were for. The guy that gave me the filter, that is what he used this filter for. There was a lot of counterfeit currency going around a few years back before the Canadian money went to the plastic money. There was a lot of photocopied bills going around, and the guy that owned a store, and he would get counterfeit money So he used to have this thing set behind his counter with a light bulb on it. And when someone gave him a large bill, he had a little monitor sitting there, and he had his camera set there, and he would just hold the money under the counter, and it would tell him if it was a real bill. That's what he was using this thing for. And say, when he passed away, I got a lot of his old camera gear, and this is one of the pieces that I got from him, was this this camera and this filter. That's my rant for today. As you can see, this video, original video, doesn't have that many views. So, I mean, it's not like I'm making money on this video anyway. You know, this is not something that I expected to make a lot of money on. I just put it out there, and as you can see, oh, it's made 11 cents. So there's, you know, in the lifetime of this video, how much has this video made? It's made a grand total of $8. So we're not talking a lot of money. It's been up since 2016, so we're not talking a lot of money. And they'll still let this video play, and I'm sure I'll still make money from the. I'll still make a little bit from the YouTube Red subscribers, but yeah, this one here is this one's a mystery as to why they do what they do. Thanks for watching.